Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I've been given the honor of speaking here for Willie King, one of my oldest friends in the world who died some few weeks ago. But I'm not here to mourn, I'm here to celebrate his life.
I never saw an audience that Willie couldn't get through to.
When he's singing or when he's playing, it just feels like he at peace, you know what I'm saying? And it's not too many people that you're gonna find that's playing music and write music and feel like they're at peace with things.
And wherever Willie went, he brought an outstanding authority and authenticity because that's how he lived his life. He'd been there, he'd done it, and he carried on doing it. And he really put his money where his mouth was. He didn't just tell people they should do good things. He went out and did it a lot himself. He said, you know, we said to him, you can't perform for the Republican Party. He said, I've performed for the Republicans, I've performed for the Ku Klux Klan. He was not afraid to go anywhere and bring his message in an attempt to help bring people together, to bring more peace, love and understanding between all people of all sorts.
Willie was fabulous with our mission in the schools. He was so good with children. He had lived the history we were telling children about. We reached thousands and thousands of children in the state of Alabama and Mississippi, and even traveled to places like Davenport, Iowa, and, you know, would do these tours, week-long tours, and saw thousands and thousands of children. He really made a difference.
He was a conduit to pass on the things that he learned when he was young and he valued from his community, that he managed to pass it on to the next generation who were inspired or touched by it and interested by it and would themselves grow and develop.
Willie's just a very good inspiration to me. When he play his music, it's like, okay, he let everything go. He don't hold nothing back. It don't feel like, you know what I'm saying, you can be yourself when you're around him.
Willie King was a fantabulous, if I may say, blues player that I got to meet once upon a time and, you know, sing with, and that he was very humble and wanted to, you know, portray that it's okay to be yourself and don't be afraid. Show your true face no matter what.
He's just a very unique artist, very innovative, creative. He acknowledged the tradition while at the same time brought the music into, you know, present-day contemporary times. And also the fact that Willie was such a true musician in the sense that he had no desire to be famous. He did not do his music to become wealthy and famous. He did it because of the music and what it, the power of the music to bring people together, to lift spirits, to exercise our darker side, our sad side, and bring joy and lift people up.
As a musician and songwriter, I think he was outstanding. He was just a first-rate, very original guitar player. He was one of the very few people who actually wrote words with meanings other than my baby done me wrong. He had a message. I always loved this song. He said, it's called What the Blues is All About. And he says, feeding the hungry and caring for the sick. That's what the blues is about. Well, you don't hear that very often. Willie felt very strongly that when he was growing up, it wasn't just the music that was powerful and helpful, but there's a whole way of life that went with it, about care and support and looking after each other. He always used to say, you know, back then, if someone was ploughing a field, no one went home till the last row was finished by the last person. You know, if someone was ill, people would just rally round, they'd bring food, they'd do the work of the person who was ill, and so on and so forth. And he felt that these skills and the sort of way of life that went with it, of community and cultural support, was something that he felt very strongly he wanted to preserve, promote, and pass on to the next generation.
When you just look at Willie and just be around Willie, you'll think about, yeah, I really do want to make a difference in life. I really want to be somebody. I really want to carry on the legacy.
In any walk of life, Willie is an unusually good, with a capital G, guy.
Let's come together.